No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Mullen.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure four leg lock.
Figure Four Podcast listeners, thank you so much for tuning in to this very special episode. We are live in the studio. There is no basement. There is no layer today.
No guest room?
No guest room.
We got angles, though, baby.
I wonder what the angles. I'm not going to edit that out.
Oh, man, I'm just going to look stupid in one camera.
Maybe I will. It's early in the podcast. Maybe I will. I go by the name of Dre Rocka, coming at you live again from the studio.
Will Wonder here. NWO Wolfpack shirt. It's a button up. I almost went shirtless underneath, but I decided against it.
Got chickened out, huh?
Yeah, I was looking in the mirror and I'm like, I still got that winter paste. I need to get the summer paste before I go no undershirt. But
with your son on the baseball field, you should be getting tan here soon, or burnt, I should say.
Yeah, it was a game last night was a little cloudy. Thought it was going to storm, but.
Is baseball pussy for calling off games because of rain?
So this league doesn't call off games because of rain, but if there's lightning, they call it off because you can't be out there with fucking aluminum bats and such. Yeah.
I think every game does, or every sport does, right? If there's lightning, soccer's out, football's out, but football, rain, sleet, it don't matter.
It's true.
Soccer, if it's raining, they're still playing.
They're supposed to play baseball in rain, but if it's too heavy a rain, they don't.
I've always seen mist.
PPD, yeah. Maybe because it messes up the infield too much. It's just like you hit the I don't know.
You never played baseball, huh?
Nah. Nope. Just in the streets of Magna.
Yeah. A lot of burnt up knees.
Yeah.
On the concrete streets. Baseball was always a sport that I loved to play but didn't really like to watch until King Griffey. King Griffey really made baseball fun.
Well, Ken Griffey came in like '89, so you were like infant.
But he wasn't. That wasn't like the height of him.
Oh, okay, yeah,
you know
mid to late '90s.
When did his sneaker come out? His sneaker came out like what, '96?
Yeah, '96, '97.
Yeah, that's when I started watching. I was like 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
And he was just hitting bombs, and he had a different look to him, and he was fun and
backwards hat.
Yeah. Like that was the time.
Yeah. So I was in the baseball because my family was. You know, I'd always go back to St. Louis and stay with my grandma and watch the games and go to the games. And so I've always enjoyed baseball. My wife hates watching baseball. So the only way I get to watch baseball is if the Cardinals are playing or if she's not around. Yeah.
I don't blame her, though. Watching baseball outside of October is boring.
It definitely is amazing in October. Like, to me, it's like opening day, lots of fun. I don't know, something about 4th of July and baseball, like that time, maybe it's something to do with the Sandlot. Go to the Bambino in Midvale if you haven't, folks. Pizza place, Sandlot themed. Yeah, July, and then you get into that playoff chase, September, weather starts turning. We get football, we get great baseball, and then, playoff baseball, man. That's a lot of fun.
They call you Mr. October.
That's me.
Mania. We are here. It is Mania weekend. Man. It seems like it came so quick. Like we were just talking about what's the secret? What did Rock give Cody?
What's the favor? All that.
What's the favor? Now we're trying to find out what's the other favor.
Yeah.
Now Seth Rollins is like, yo, nah.
Yeah.
You owe me too, homie. So there's a lot going on. Where do you want to unpack Mania? Do you want to jump into Mania? Do you want to jump into rumors? Where do you want to start with this thing?
First, I want to apologize to everyone for us not doing an episode this last week. I started a new job, and it's taken a lot of my thank you. It's taken a lot of my mental capacity. After work, I'm tired, and just learning a lot of new shit. So let's start there. Number one, I'm sorry about that.
No apologies. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck you if you have a problem with it.
And you know why?
Huh?
Instagram's popping right now.
Instagram is out of this world.
Jesus Christ.
You just got to throw a HBK clip and you are swanging.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that just started following the podcast. I don't know why, like, we take a snippet of a cool story from Triple H and put it up, and people loved it. And
We got 500 plus followers now.
from that, yeah, we surpassed 500 followers. That post got 200,000 views.
Yeah, and growing.
And growing, and hopefully that means that transitions into hopefully YouTube views, and you check out other episodes and things like that.
We got to try this new. So you know how they talk about media and there's new media. Well, I think there's new media. Okay, they say new media is like people that aren't media but are doing the media shit. Like you have athletes doing podcasts and stuff like that. That's new media. But then I think there's new media where I see a lot of stuff on Instagram of people like a clip. And in a dude's head, just sitting there reacting to it, like his face. We should try that out a little bit.
All right.
New media. But I think we should add some thoughts to it. The thing I hate is when you get the shit going on in the background and you just get a guy going. Not saying shit. So maybe we could be new media. Anyways, you got NXT Stand and Deliver. You know me, not a big NXT guy. I know some of these names, of course. That NXT Championship match looks a lot of fun.
Bro, so they just had a triple threat, or not a triple threat match. They had a 3-way tag, Oba, Trick, and Javon, right? In this, Trick and Oba are going at each other, right? Because Trick wants that belt from Oba. But Javon's like, dog, like, there's bigger fish to fry. Like, we need to team up because of the guys' dark state. Your favorite guys with promos.
The best. Some of the best on the planet. Yeah.
Just a big
It's
bunch
them,
of,
Jey Uso. Boom.
oh, don't be disrespectful.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to eat. So these three right here, right? They've been beefing. There's been a thing where like Javon is the youngest guy. He's like the little scrawny, but like really, really good in the ring guy.
Yeah.
Trying to talk sense in these guys. Trick Williams is just seeing red right now, and Oba's just not backing down, right? He's the ruler, for a reason.
Oba's, yeah.
And this triple threat match for this title, though, this one is going to be a heater. It's going to be a lot of fun. I see Javon doing a lot of high-risk moves.
Yeah.
I see Oba catching them and putting them through the mat.
And Trick doing a whole lot of everything.
Exactly. Yep. But NXT in general right now, and I was just having this conversation with who was it? Was it Papa Aiden? It was somebody. And I was like, dude, NXT right now probably has the best show in wrestling outside of Raw. Outside of Raw. Raw, obviously, pinnacle. We're getting all the heavy hitters on Raw, right? Great start time. That's another reason why they get a little boost from me. But NXT, you got not only those three guys that I was talking about, Stephanie Valkyrie. She was a double champ. She had to relinquish one of her belts, but she's going to be taking on Julia, who she won that belt from, Jada Parker, Miss Parker, and Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace has made a big name coming from TNA.
Yeah.
Jada Parker, a rookie, but has a great in-ring look. She moves really well, and she can cut one hell of a promo. So these four women right here for the NXT Women's Championship, great match. I'm looking forward to that. I want Stephanie to win, though. I love Stephanie. And one of the reasons why I love Stephanie is because she had an opportunity to go main roster. Triple H put the call out. Yo, want to call you up? She said, not yet. Not yet. My English isn't there yet. Let me stay here. And the reason why I love that is because you look at guys like Carmelo Hayes. Quick to jump, take the opportunity, main roster. And to be honest with you, I think he's done a good job on the main roster. There just isn't placement for him.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah.
And you look at a champion like Stephanie, where it's like, where are you going to put her in the shuffle of all the dominant women in WWE or in SmackDown and Raw right now?
Yeah. I've got an idea.
What is it?
I feel like that women's IC title picture is a little stale. But go ahead.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, from there we got Stand and Deliver is obviously Saturday night or Saturday morning. Early morning on Peacock. You can watch it before night one of Mania. The NXT Women's North American Championship, which is a ladder match. Zarya versus Kalani Jordan, Izzy Drama, my girl Sol Ruka, Lola Vice, and was it Thay Hill? Hell, I'm not familiar with her.
I'm a big Lola Vice guy.
Of course you are.
Go ahead and circle her as the winner.
Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka just won the speed title. Salute to her. University of Oregon alumni.
Mm-hmm.
But she is, her tag team partner Zarya is in there too. So it's like, what's going to happen if it comes down to, is Zarya climbing that ladder? Is Sol Ruka climbing that ladder with her? Are they going to go against each other? You got Kalani Jordan, who has held that title before. She was the first North American champion. That one's going to be fun too. I think anytime you throw a ladder match.
Oh, any ladders. Just that. I feel like that's one thing that we're missing in Mania is a solid ladder match, but oh well.
You would think that 4-way would be a ladder match, huh?
Yeah, I'd love that.
That would be a hell of a match. Okay, from there, North American Men's Championship, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page. These two have been heating up as well. As you know, Ricky Saints just came on NXT, leaving AEW.
Yep.
And the fans love him.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good. Mm-hmm. He worked the mic really well. He fits really well. And I think he's just, he is to John Cena to The Rock. He's the John Cena in this situation where he's like buttering up the boss, right? Ava and Ricky Saints are kind of buddy. He buttered her up to get the opportunities. And Ethan Page is upset about it. He's like, yo, bro, you just got here, homie.
Yeah, how you get out of that?
Yeah,
you about to find out, boy.
And Ethan Page and Trick Williams just had a beef too. So that back when Trick had the championship, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, I don't see Ricky Saints losing that.
Yeah. No. I think he's gonna be called up fairly soon. So maybe he does lose it.
Is there any history with Ricky Saints and anybody on the main roster?
Cody, boys. Not. I don't think they. I'd have to go back to the early AEW days, but I think they were tight. I mean, I know they're like you've seen the backstage pictures, like when and it's so hard to call him Ricky Saints. When he was signed to AEW, he was backstage at WWE, and they had caught some pictures of him. Like, and this was like well before he was not on TV for AEW. It was like last Mania, I believe. Well, he was with Cody.
Cody's gonna need some help.
Yeah,
because that boy's out there alone right now, and it ain't looking good for him. Which we'll get to. Okay, we had the NXT Tag Team Champions, Faxum versus Hank and Tank. I think you would love Hank and Tank. Yeah. Hank and Tank has almost like I don't want to say Road Warriors feel to them, but they kind of do. They're like the Smash Bros of like the Mighty Ducks. Okay. That's who they remind me of.
Got it. But the name's like Hank and Tank. That's what I imagined.
Really, really fun guys to watch. Fraxum has had the titles for a while. And you've seen not Axiom. Who's the other? Well, Axiom took on Gunther, but oh my gosh,
was it the one against Dragon Lee?
Yeah, no, against Ray Phoenix.
Oh, Ray Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix's debut.
Lee.
I forget his
Jesus
name.
Christ. Take that part out.
Hank and Tank. I would love to see them get these belts off of them. I would love to see that. That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for Hank and Tank.
Okay.
And I please watch one of their matches.
Yeah, I will.
Just take a shot at them.
I'm gonna try to watch this.
They got cool merch too. I think you would like.
Yeah.
All right. We have the Women's Tag Team Championship. Number one contenders.
Oh, Roxanne.
Yeah, number
Perez
one contenders match.
Cora Jade.
Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade versus Metaphor, which are kind of like I don't know. I'm thinking of Fatal Influence. Fatal Influence are like influencer kind of. That's their gimmick. Yeah, bunch of pretty girls that can wrestle. Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley.
It's a lot of. There's one thing that's really sticking out on this card, and that's that NXT is trying to showcase all of their talent with a triple threat. Oh wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3. No. A 4-way, and another 4-way ladder. I guess the only singles match really is Saints against Page, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And then you got the D'Angelo family versus Dark State last night on what was that, Tuesday night on NXT. D'Angelo family called up their underboss because Tony D'Angelo's the boss and he has his underboss.
Yeah,
and they met up with Dark State. Try to throw ones. The D'Angelo family takes out Dark State, rushes them, but then Dark State gets the better end of them. Tony D'Angelo gets called up because he wasn't nowhere to be found. Gets called up, has to save the day. There is some tension between the underboss and the big boss.
Oh, so there's
the underboss is kind of making calls without talking to the boss. You know what I mean? So I see Dark State sneaking out a win here. They need a win. They really haven't done much other than popping up and just hitting power bombs.
feels like when you have a faction that's infiltrating WWE tends to fuck that up, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. So that's a Stand and Deliver. Again, that's a Saturday morning.
Nice.
11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
I'll be there for the Lola Vice match for sure.
Oh, yeah. Lola hasn't really been getting much of a push. She did have maybe about 3 months ago, her and Jada had a feud trying to go after Kayline. He trying to get that North American Women's Championship. But yeah, I think the match of the night, I think is going to be that main event with Oba, Trick,
that'll be great.
Javon. So yeah, check that out. All right, night one, Mania. Do we want to start there? Do we want to start SmackDown or Raw before Mania?
I don't think we have to go to SmackDown or Raw necessarily. But
Well, I think we should though.
okay, go ahead.
Because
Go
we
ahead.
did get the acknowledgement from the Tribal Chief that he is not fucking with Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Paul Heyman, we got Seth Rollins, we got Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, we get
Punk.
trying to save Paul Heyman. Tribal Chief is on God mode right now.
It's going to be hard for Tribal Chief all alone.
Do we see? So, okay. Night one,
Yeah.
triple threat match. I'm assuming this is the main event.
Oh,
It
1,000%.
has to be, right? We're not opening that.
No, hell no. There's no way. I mean, because the whole thing was, it's in there. You're main eventing WrestleMania.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk. We find out that CM Punk has been asking for a favor, and we come to find out that it's to have his best friend Paul Heyman in his corner at Mania. And then we get Seth Rollins 2 weeks ago say, Paul, I'm going to need a favor too. I'm going to kill you or you can give me this favor.
Yeah, what do you do there?
Yeah.
You know?
It says that he wants him, right? That was...
Not even necessarily that he wanted. He saved him, essentially. He said he could have taken him out, right, with the curb stomp, and he didn't.
But now you owe me a favor.
Yeah, but not. He didn't necessarily say he wanted him in his corner. It was more like, you owe me a favor.
Okay, maybe I was assuming that it was be like.
I feel like that's what they want you. Like, I don't know. There's so okay. This whole match, this match right here, the three. As I'm circling it, and you can't see, if you're listening, and if you can't see, if you're watching, really either. There's a lot of talk. I stepped out of our kayfabe pledge.
Oh shit!
And I shouldn't have. There's so many theories here that, all right, Seth and Heyman are going to leave together. Seth wins. He's the next Paul Heyman guy. There's also, and I don't think this is going to happen, there's also a little bit of talk about he who shall not be named.
Mr. BL making a return.
The Beast Incarnate.
Oh my gosh!
Voldemort himself.
So how does Brock Lesnar tie into Seth Rollins though?
I don't think it ties into Paul Heyman.
Like, oh, I need to watch my back. Let me call the biggest beast I know.
Yeah, and he ties into Punk. Punk and Lesnar had a thing a long time ago. Punk and Reigns obviously had multiple, and even Seth wrestled against Lesnar quite a few times. But you don't think there's a way he's coming back, do you?
In 2025, man, I think all can go. Because Triple H, the thing that I love about the Triple H era is that there's no hiding. There's no he's owned from what I've seen in interviews and shit, like he's talking about everything, you know?
He is, but also he's doing a great job of having us guessing and then things happening that we don't think are going to happen. So at this point, when we're predicting, we got to think of everything.
Yeah. The shit that you're like, no, that's far-fetched. That would never happen. Like Brock Lesnar showing up and saving Paul Heyman.
And then, I mean, can you imagine Mania night one goes off with just like carnage everywhere? Punk has been broke the table. They took the stairs off and smashed Reigns. Like Rollins is just in half. Let's say Lesnar doesn't show up. I think Seth Rollins needs to win. I don't think it hurts Punk to lose. I don't think it hurts Roman to lose, but Seth can't keep losing.
Yeah, he hasn't won since he's been.
Feels like forever.
He lost Hell in the Cell.
Ooh, that is. Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh, look at that perfect pour from Smart Water.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is interesting because there's still the linger, and I see it. Maybe it's just me being over analytic or not analytic,
Just over analyzing.
over analyzing. Clothes. Dark
Clothes?
clothes.
Oh, clothes. Mm-hmm.
Looking at Seth Rollins' clothes. Since we found out what the secret was, I want to say about the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. The favor, you mean?
I mean, the favorite.
Yeah.
Rollins has been very dark, very black. No flamboyant colors. No puffer coats. It's very black. Another man that has been all black, Jey Uso. Another man that's been all black, Drew McIntyre.
Okay. And Drew.
And all of them.
Drew signed the Project Rock deal. We saw that today.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he got his own sneaker with The Rock with Under Armour. Did he kiss the ring?
But, okay. Well, hold on. Let's back up. We got to unpack. We got a lot to unpack here.
I know, but they all intertwined in some way, shape, or form. They could at least.
Yeah. But Seth is definitely a no to Rock and Roman guy. 1,000%.
To Roman. But is he to The Rock?
I mean, they had some pretty intense back and forth last year, and he joined Cody
To defeat The Rock and Roman.
Yeah, I don't think Drew. Remember, I thought Drew for a while. Yes.
Would we ever thought Cena would turn heel though? Would you ever think that Cena would kiss the ring of The Rock?
And they still haven't explained that, which is really pisses me off.
Yeah.
All it's been, and then we'll get into that match. But all it's been is, oh, you people, I've been watching you, and you turned on me, or you blah 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 blah. Nothing with The Rock.
Nothing with any athletes either. It's been mostly just the audience.
Yeah.
It's been
we don't know why he hates Cody, and he's there to ruin wrestling. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Does that mean Travis Scott's going to be the next champion? He's just going to relinquish the belt?
Fuck. I hope not. He'll be there.
Yeah.
He's going to walk out with The Rock most likely.
And The Rock's going to be there? Like, we know this, or do we not know this?
They haven't announced him.
I haven't. But it's WrestleMania. He's got to be there. He's an integral part of this storyline.
But he's been ghost.
Yeah.
All through Europe. He hasn't made nothing.
Well, the Europe thing makes sense. I wouldn't want to go out. I mean, if I have all my business here and it's just whatever.
Nah, he could have sent a video. He did it from the jet.
But he also could have just been on the past couple of shows where they were in the States. He did make that post, and I didn't understand it.
The Rubik's Cube?
The Rubik's Cube, and he was in the New Japan shirt. Like, what was that?
Who in New Japan could The Rock?
No, I have no idea. I don't even know New Japan now. Like, since, Tama and those guys were there, that's probably the last time I watched anything New Japan. And, the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe it was, everything has a specific.
Exactly. He's not going to wear a New Japan shirt on an Instagram video. He's not. He knows what he's doing.
There's something there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Anyways, all right. Well, let's
put a cap on this Seth Rollins, Roman, CM Punk deal.
Okay. You go first.
All right.
No Lesnar. We're just going to say there's no Lesnar showing up.
No Lesnar. Okay, so we know that. I want to start from the very beginning. Does Paul Heyman walk out with CM Punk or the Tribal Chief? He's going to be in the corner. It has to be CM Punk, right? Because
That's why I think he leaves with Seth Rollins.
but walking out.
Oh, walking out.
Walking out. It has to be Punk, right? Because Roman's already put hands on Heyman.
Yeah. He's not going out there with Roman.
Let's hope Roman don't got horrible, offbeat, not choreographed drummers this time.
Oh, yeah.
Roman, we got to redeem the walkout. Got to redeem it. If Seth comes out all black, Seth wins.
Oh, wow.
I think Seth wins regardless. But I think Seth is gonna hit Roman with a spear. Seth is gonna hit a go to sleep on Punk again because we've already seen a go to sleep hit on CM Punk a few times.
Yeah.
So I think Seth wins, and it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice win. Now, how does Paul tie into Seth? I think Seth knows that Paul. How can Paul help Seth? That's the whole thing. Because I think Seth. I don't know. I don't know how.
I mean, Paul can help anybody, and Seth is tired of being disrespected. Is there a fucking lawnmower next door? Hopefully,
it's a tattoo shop.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think if I heard a gun
gun
going
like
crazy
that,
like that, I don't know if I'll go there.
Yeah, it's like okay.
For the listeners that couldn't listen to the thing, there's like a buzzing going on next door.
I'm gonna go with Seth, and I think Paul Heyman leaves with them, and we get the next Paul Heyman guy and Seth Rollins
Monday.
Yep, and we have that storyline going forward. Maybe we get that thing is really messing me up. Maybe we get a Seth see, then that messes up my other thought. Then maybe we get a Seth Punk. I don't want to see that. Seth Roman at SummerSlam.
Seth did hit Roman with the chair shield.
Loved that.
Reminiscent. When he turned, yeah, that's what I said. Reminiscent of when he stop it. All right,
see what?
Of what we seen with the Shield.
Yeah, I remember he tried to do it last year at Mania and got speared,
and that's what fucked up Roman because Roman could have won if he didn't turn his sights on
and decided to hit him with the chair.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. All right. I'm going Seth too.
All right.
I have a question before we get into the other matches. Yeah. When are we going to get the Orton? And is Orton really going to wrestle Aldis, you think? Because Aldis is a wrestler, from what I understand, right?
Yeah, but does that make it? I don't think that doesn't do nothing for me.
Me either, because it's not like Stone Cold Vince McMahon. It's not.
And I think I think Randy is such a big guy.
Yeah. That
you got to give him another big name, another name that's gonna mean something. And I don't think Nick Aldis, who is
it's like
Rusev.
I think it's Rusev Day. It's gonna be Rusev Day.
You think so?
Yeah, because it seems like Aleister Black, they gave away that he would be on SmackDown
with all the
with the 4 and the 25, which is Friday next week.
Vignettes.
Seawood. For those new 500 listeners, they're not going to get the Seawood thing, but that's a school he went to, Cottonwood.
Shut up.
Or he went to.
All right, Full Sail University.
Full Sail.
Where'd you go? What university did you go to? DeBry?
No.
What was it?
I'm not saying no.
I know it was something where it's like, yo, you sitting on the couch anyhow?
Nah.
You definitely was like, yeah, I am sitting on the couch.
I am sitting on the couch, actually. Watching WrestleMania 10. Let's get into some of these other ones. I want to end on Gunther Jay. Okay.
So who do we open with? Do we open with Ray and El Grande Americano?
I feel like we have one choice to open.
It has to be Tiffy Charlotte, right?
Yeah, that's what I want.
I think so too. Now the big question is, where does this go? Does Tiffy drop her championship to Charlotte Flair? A lot of people breaking kayfabe. I heard that was not scripted. that SmackDown, that back and forth, that promo, it was obviously they were supposed to get some heat, right?
Yeah.
But from what I read and from what I have seen, it wasn't supposed to go that far.
Yeah, it went pretty far, and it felt really cool. So I think that's why you start the show with it. But then, they're back to, like, they had when Tiffy pulled up and couldn't get the fucking thing opened, the trunk opened. We've all been there.
And the fact that Street Profits were watching her struggle.
I know. They're like, I think Charlotte Flair wins. And here's my reasoning. So if you're just going to have Charlotte Flair show up, and she by far has the most heat, is the most hated heel in the women's division. If you have her show up and just take an L, yes, it is Mania, and yes, you are trying to push Tiffany Stratton, and they have been, but that loses the heat that Charlotte Flair gets, unless she just, like, does something awful after the match. And even then, I don't think it's just kind of like whatever. You lose a lot of that heat. So I think Charlotte Flair's going to win. I got a pen. That's a circle.
All right. Are the days of punishment over? Are the days of, there's the famous, when the Click came out and then McMahon was like, yo, Triple H, you can't win.
Right.
The King of the Ring, because that's your punishment.
Yeah.
Which gave us Stone Cold, right? But are those days over? And the reason why I asked that is because would that be punishment for Tiffany for going too far on Flair to drop her title? Or do you think it's just story?
No, I think that added to it. It made it more interesting, because I didn't really care about this feud prior to that back and forth. They had the split screen thing, which was cool, but that was what really sold it.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yep.
And I don't think it'd be. And I don't think this is the end of the story either. Charlotte getting they'll meet up again.
You think that's another SummerSlam or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would watch. Yeah, part 2. Yeah.
So you think that feud keeps going after Mania?
For sure. It's still too fresh too.
There is a lot of heat on Charlotte. I want to say, as a fan, I want Tiffy. Yeah. Right. But being a realist, you look at what Tiffany has done with that belt. It hasn't been anything. She hasn't moved that belt, and I want to give her some grace. Part of it is because there's nobody on SmackDown for her to use it against, right? Like Nia Jax, that was over. Nia's somewhere playing pickleball right now. There's nobody that makes sense for Tiffy to defend that belt against. Yeah. You know? And with Charlotte holding the belt, there's Tiffy with the chase now.
Exactly.
So for that reason, I will say Charlotte will win that belt. But I want it to be. I think that's gonna be a good match.
I think it'll be fun. Yeah, both very very good athletes for sure.
Can I tell you? I think we're getting a new tag team champion. I think War Raiders is
it's a wrap.
I think it's a wrap for War Raiders.
And New Day are we're going with heat and some of the biggest heels. Yeah, they're winning. I don't even think we need to dive into that too much.
Nah, it sucks though because I love War Raiders. Hey, fuck you, man. You sit on the couch, idiot.
Yeah. Jade Cargill, Naomi.
They want us to be interested in this so much. I'm just not.
I'm into it. I love both of these women. They're both good wrestlers. I think Naomi's a better performer, but I think Jade's going to come in and just. I can see this being a quick match, just with how upset they want you to believe Jade is.
What's the weasel? How does Naomi weasel her way out of this? Does she call in for help? Is there another woman that can come help Naomi?
I don't know, because, I thought that they were going to do something with Belair, but it seems like she's removed herself. They've removed her from this storyline totally.
Yeah. With the quickness, too.
Yeah, and maybe it circles back around later, but I think it's just Jade coming through and just wrecking shop, unfortunately, because I think they could have a good match, because I think Naomi can have a good match with anybody.
Oh, yeah.
But I think they're just going to come through and be like, yeah, Jade is pissed.
I agree with you.
We're going to get a cool glow situation, even though it's probably going to be... Oh, wait, it's inside, huh?
Yeah, it's inside.
Hell yeah. Good. Okay.
Allegiant Stadium, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to get the glow. We're going to get the storm is coming. Oof. It's going to be fire introductions, and then it's probably going to be a quick match.
Yeah, quick squash match. But again, lead up to Jade, Bianca, probably next Mania.
Yeah.
We'll see. You weren't there for me. You never had my back. And that's it.
Okay. Yep. Ray versus El Grande Americano.
Which we don't even know who that is yet.
Who is it? We
don't know. Homeboy likes to put plates in his head, though.
Yeah, he's a bit
Dirty
of a cheater.
fighter.
He's a bit of a cheater. No wonder he got kicked out of the lucha circuit so many years ago.
Is this Ray's last?
It's not his last, but he's not winning this. I think Ray's to the point, like Ray's hit that, not to the level of popularity, but hit that level of like Cena when Cena's come back and prior to now, just losing to up and coming guys. Okay. After this, Gable needs a real, like, he gets in these storylines that are so good, and we don't really get good payoffs. This just is kind of like, hey, here, this is supposed to be Penta. So they got to quit fucking around with Gable.
Yeah, and it's no fault to Gable. Like,
No, he does great. He makes the most out of everything he does.
And I think this is where he's gonna get his payoff. Like, let me put this stupid mask on. Let me do this weird gimmick as a luchador.
Well, no, I mean, he's supposed to be wrestling Penta. That's why he left. Like, why is it Ray? And I
That's what I'm
understand
saying.
why it's Ray in a sense, but
They threw him Ray. Maybe it's his choice. Maybe he's like, yo, like before Ray's done, I want to have something with Ray.
yeah, that'd be cool. But God,
Not now.
yeah,
But yeah, I think you're right. I think El Grande Americano gets the win.
the craziest shit would be if it's not Gable. Like for real, it's someone else. Wouldn't that be?
That dude has a freakish body.
Yeah,
Like you can't mimic that. Like Finn Balor too. Like you can't mimic that.
yeah.
All right.
That leads us to LA Knight. Against Fatu. Oh, which also led me to Orton again. Because I'm like, where does Solo fit in on this card? Is he going to cost Jacob the match in some weird way? Or is he going to help? Or is he Orton's? He doesn't have anything for Mania. Why don't I put him and Orton together? Anyways, we passed that. But that I had Solo question mark and I forgot to mention that.
LA Knight, Jacob Fatu for the U.S. Championship. I think you have to give it to Jacob. I feel like, and unfortunately for LA Knight, he hasn't done shit with this title. He's been, he's been working. I mean, LA Knight, he puts on great matches. He's done a lot better than what he has the last 6 months. But I think Jacob has been flawless in ring. He's been flawless on the mic.
Yeah. My thought
Post to post, coast to coast.
He's going to dog walk your ass.
Woo.
My thought is this. From a booking standpoint, right? Because I've booked so many federations, wrestling companies.
Not New Japan, though.
Not New Japan.
So who the fuck knows who this
Who's out there now? Knight losing does a lot against him. The belt, I think, helps LA Knight and keeps him in a lot of these storylines. Jacob losing doesn't hurt him because he's still like Jacob. And especially if they find a way to make it where Solo costs him that match and then we get that fallout and we get Solo Jacob at SummerSlam. That's my only thought. And LA Knight is still wildly popular with kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which, the U.S. title is one of those where you're always on TV. Now, if I'm stepping back in my kayfabe pledge, Jacob wins. But I think LA Knight gets the win, and it's due to some chicanery, some trickery, some shenanigans from Solo.
On accident, huh? You think it's Solo?
On accident.
He purposely tries to...
Oh, yeah, he doesn't want him getting that belt. Solo is...
That's the man.
The head of the table.
Yeah. Which we still haven't had him and Roman talk.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of loose ends, but they'll bring them back together. Long-term storytelling over here for Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque.
So are you going Jacob or are you going LA Knight?
I'm going LA Knight to win. And again, it's some trickery, some getting screwed over by Solo.
All right, I'm going to go Jacob.
All right, there's the one we disagree on.
Yeah, I think Jacob gets it done. He put the belt on Jacob. It's his debut. He's been working. He deserves it.
Love Jacob.
There's
no doubt.
I'm sure merchandise is selling better than LA Knight, I would assume.
You think?
I think so.
The kids love it. Like kids, like, like
that's true.
Your son's age and mine, like they love LA Knight.
Yeah.
And those, the parents are the ones buying that stuff for the kids. Not to say that kids don't love Jacob, but LA Knight is just like,
I think Jacob is fast tracking so much on like just his move set and the way he carries himself in the ring that he's that dominant force. Like he's that like, I don't know. I to say that Jacob is outselling LA Knight, it might be far fetched, but I think there'll be more of a chase for Jacob's belt than LA Knight's.
But I don't think you need the belt on Jacob to make him interesting because obviously he hasn't had it.
It's true.
So
very true. All right, so that's the one that we disagree on. So we'll have to keep a close eye on the U.S. title. That leaves us with the last match: Gunther and Yeet himself, Jey Uso. Where did we last leave? We left with Jacob, Gunther
bathing in the blood.
No, Gunther did a promo.
Oh, I thought you meant you and I on the podcast.
No.
You mean the actual show? Yeah.
Actual show.
Great promo by Gunther was what it was. Elite level mic skills by my King Gunther on Monday night. And they're going to take this belt off of him and put it on that motherfucker that can't talk.
He got it right. I love that. Hey, hold on. I'll run it back.
I like, and this is the thing, like, I was having this discussion with a friend of mine who got back into wrestling just a little while ago. And he was talking about, man, I really want to like Jey Uso, but I'm not a kid. He's like, because he does like 5 moves and he's not good on the microphone. I was like, yeah. I said, but man, he is over like Rover. And I was like, I love Gunther. From an in-ring perspective, we talked about his finisher, the powerbomb thing that he does not being great, but the way he talks, his mic skills, in-ring, his attitude, like everything. But Jay is so over. But let me ask you this, Dre Rocca. What if Jay turns in this match and we get heel Jey Uso and he takes that title and they try to make you empathize for Gunther? Do you think that happens?
Not a chance.
Okay.
You know why?
I'm going to float it out there.
Here's the thing, and I think you're right. Going back to the black clothing, I think Jay is going to go into this dark space. I think Jay is going to hear these voices and remember the bloodbath that was left in the ring for his brother. And for that fact, there is no sympathy for Gunther. You left my brother a bloody mess. I don't care what I do to you. I could cut you up with barbed wire. I could pull out the pins and needles and powerbomb you on it. Regardless on what it is, there is no sympathy for you.
Yeah.
Because of what you did. You handcuffed me.
Yeah.
You made me watch my brother.
Well, it was a zip tie.
Yeah, zip tie. All right.
Pussy.
Yeah. So I do think Jay goes heelish, right? They want him to go heel. There's gonna be a turn. But when you're so over, there's no heat for you.
Yeah. I don't think, so there's this theory, and you and I got it from like 5 people, so you and I may have sent it to you too, or you sent it to me. The whole Rock Jay thing. Did I send that to you?
Yes. Okay. On Twitter, yes.
Yeah. Where Jay comes out with Travis Scott months ago. First episode of Raw. Travis is now with The Rock. And The Rock has done the 1, 2, and 3, and the 3, the final story, the final person they're adding to this is Jay. After he wins this title, Cena, they're going to have all the titles in this mean final boss faction.
Who's the third?
Well,
Cena,
Rock,
Jay.
Travis Scott.
Fuck out of here.
Fiend. No, but that would be The Rock. Those would be the 3. It's kind of interesting. And the video is so long, and it goes through all these details about how Rock has been setting this whole thing up, and
the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, yes, and how Cena let Jey Uso win that.
Because you got to think, like, Cena did lose in a pussy way.
He did. Yeah.
No climax to it, just off the turnbuckle.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think there is a lot to that. And what a dominant force that would be.
Mm-hmm. It'd be crazy. But that then means that The Rock would have to be involved this next year. Like, more than just like showing up every now and then.
Moana 2's done.
Yeah. Maybe he isn't making a film for a year. Or because even if he was there, like, he doesn't even have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Cut a promo, do some stuff backstage. It's pre-taped, Instagram stuff.
I'm just trying to think of what that storyline looks like. Because you can't always have Jay and Cena together, right?
And what does it even mean?
And
like, how does they tie together?
Does Jay do that to Cody Rhodes, though? Because Jay and Cody Rhodes were tag team champions.
Yeah, but also
Cody Rhodes was the reason why
Cody kind of used Jay. Cody's used a lot of people.
How did Cody use Jay?
To help in the where he avenged or put the Avengers together. He basically had Jay turn on his brother and his cousin to help him.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But we also got main event Jey Uso out of it.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't gotten anything up until this point. Won the IC title and lost it in 2 weeks.
But it was to Breaker. I mean, yeah.
We say all that to say that probably all that is bullshit.
I'm going Jay.
God, I am too, and I hate it.
Where does that leave Gunther, though? Like, does the Gunther now get lost in the shuffle?
There's no way Gunther gets lost in anything. He's too good. He's stepped up another level on his promo skills. You can't lose him.
Gunther doesn't have...
And that's outside of my fandom. Like, he's just... I don't think you'd lose him in any... Like,
no, he's great.
Yeah.
Gunther's great, but I don't feel like Gunther has any heat on him to the level that Jay...
he does right now.
Not to the level of what Jay has.
Well, Jay's just
as being over.
Stupid over. Gunther's heat is crazy with the bloodbath and him talking shit.
From the fans?
Yeah.
I hear more boos for Dom.
Well, Dom is he's like a heat-seeking missile. With a potty mouth, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
On the hot ones.
Yeah.
Kind of felt like him and Liv were like really a thing, too.
Bro.
They sell that well. Either that or they're...
I have no idea what Dom's wife, what this entails,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel very much like Dom and Liv are a real thing.
Yeah. It's crazy, like all the media they've done, and yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was some, what's it called, polyamorous?
Mm.
Come on, Jabri.
Jabri?
Debri?
I think they call it polygamy when you have more than one wife. You should know that living here.
What's polyamorous? Isn't that when you...
I don't know.
All right. I plead the fifth. All right, that's night one.
Night one. There should be a good one.
Any surprises? I feel like we haven't really got big surprises these last PLEs. Any big surprises?
Oh, PLEs. I thought you meant Mania. Maybe Rusev.
Night one?
Yeah. I think that'd be
Randy?
Randy. I think that'd be good. Let's see. How many matches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or maybe that's night 2. Okay, let's get into night 2.
All right, night 2. What do we open with? Saturday, April 20th, 5 p.m. on Peacock if you're Mountain Standard Time.
I think we have 2 options here. I could see the IC title. But I feel like the women's title is going to open the show because you're not going to have the women's tag. You're not going to have AJ Logan. You're not going to have Damian Drew. So it's really one of those two.
I'm not mad at the women's opening up.
No, both nights too. It'd be fire.
Bianca comes out first, right? Or Rhea? Rhea comes out first, right? Brutality? Rhea's going to get a bigger pop than Belle.
This is my brutality.
And Io has to come out last, right?
I tell you what, if that dude pops up again on my fucking screen and I throw my beer up because he scares me, I bet you Io comes out first as the champion.
Disrespect.
I know.
The disrespect
But
on Io.
who's going to... Okay, you have Io.
Boom, boom. Biggest
Rhea's going to have the biggest pop.
Yep.
Bianca's going to get booed because all of a sudden she's fucking the heel in this. This is so stupid.
That was just Europe. They don't like black people.
If this gets to Europe with our new 500 followers,
Yeah.
I don't agree with Dre.
No, they'll be like,
He is half black though.
Willie Wonder, Willie Wonder.
Yeah, hell yeah, chant my shit. I think Io comes out first. But anyways, this match, I don't know, Dre. This has been the one where I've been befuddled. Okay. Does Io retain? Because it helps her. She looks great retaining this.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea doesn't have to win this title. Rhea's still, outside of Jey Uso, probably more than so than Jey Uso, the most popular, her and Cody, right there.
White hot.
Mm-hmm. Huh. In more than one way, brother.
Did you watch Cold as Balls with her and Kevin Hart?
No, I saw it.
It's pretty good.
Was it? Yeah.
Yes.
And then Bianca, she's great. This match is going to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, I don't know who wins.
I'm rolling with Io.
Retaining.
I think Io keeps that belt on her Monday after Mania. Because we still haven't got Rhea Bianca one-on-one in this whole storyline so far.
Mm-hmm.
Those two haven't had the
Right.
ones yet. It's
Right.
been Io and Rhea and Io and Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think we need to have Rhea Bianca to work their way back up to Io. But I think Io holds on to this title. And we've been saying it, but maybe we get Asuka back. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be great.
Maybe Asuka comes back.
And where the fuck is Becky Lynch?
So
We were talking about her at Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Breaking kayfabe.
Step out of the pledge.
They're saying that Seth Rollins, maybe that's the favor. Paul Heyman bringing in Becky Lynch.
During the match? During the triple threat?
I don't know. It's safe.
Okay. She just comes in and delivers a fucking axe handle off the top rope to Roman Reigns.
Could you imagine?
That'd be crazy.
Now I got Io Sky.
Okay, I have to disagree with you because it makes it more interesting, and I have to find a reason as to why. I'm gonna go.
This is my brutality.
You know what? I'm gonna go somewhere we don't expect. We're gonna get a heel champion here, and Bianca's gonna get the win.
Ooh, that does give cause for the Jade.
The Jade,
Bianca.
And then Jade can get in the mix with, Rhea,
We still haven't seen that.
Io. Yeah, let's go Bianca. I'm going Bianca. I'm not 100% confident in that. I would tend to lean more like you, but we got to disagree. So that's my thought there.
Okay. Where do you want to go next?
Let's get AJ Styles, Logan Paul over. Going to be a fun match.
Logan's getting that W though.
I don't give a shit about this. I love AJ Styles. Logan Paul is, same friend I was talking to about Gunther Jay. We were talking about Logan Paul, like, man, what an athlete. Like, the best celebrity.
Oh, you just sound like Trump.
The best.
He's the best.
He's the best.
Hello, he's the best.
And that's why I don't really fuck with Logan Paul as a human. But, man, great in ring and great on getting heat. And I think he just wins this. It's cool for AJ. It's going to be a fun match, but I do not care about it.
Yeah, I don't think AJ has enough friends to help him out with this.
Needs to get the Good Brothers back.
Yeah, what the hell are they at? They just left NXT.
They just did a podcast with your boy, Emilio Sparks.
Really? What's
I think he produced it, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or he at least shared it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think Logan Paul has all his little influencer friends.
Yeah.
I'm sure that dude.
We're going to get
Speed.
I show Speed in a prime bottle.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Who knows? Andrew Schultz might come out and help AJ Styles. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or maybe Tony Hinchcliffe come out.
Oh, man. Can't wait. Just a fucking bunch of dorks. God.
I said Logan Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. We both got Logan there. Let's go to the Women's Tag Championship. Is there any reason for Bayley and Lyra to win this? This is another one where I feel like there's like, yeah, we did the tournament or whatever, the tornado, blah, blah, blah. And it seems like there's more issues between Bayley and Lyra, like that story, than there is with this tag match.
Yep. Yeah. I don't see it. Doesn't do nothing for me putting the tag titles on Bayley and Lyra. I think Bayley should stay single, and I think Lyra should still stay singles.
Yeah.
I love Lyra Valkyria.
It's kind of boring. The IC women's picture, like I said before.
Yeah,
I think she's great, but it's just boring.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
Like let's get the Bayley Lyra feud going.
Well, we just had that match. That's the thing. Like we just
yeah,
had
but
them
no,
as
we need
singles.
it to be heavy.
And there was some inklings of it. Remember when Bayley didn't want to give it up to her?
Yeah,
And
she
like,
came
"Oh,
back.
fuck,
Yeah, yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So,
Liv and Raquel,
yeah, live Raquel. Did you see Raquel?
your girl Raquel.
Mess up putting the leg on the rope on Monday. Did you see that?
I must have missed it.
Bailey pinned her. No, Lyra pinned Liv, and Raquel was supposed to put that leg up on the rope, and she didn't make it in time.
Oh,
And it was a 3 count, but they didn't obviously.
oh, jeez.
Yeah, she botched that.
Sin City street fight, Priest McIntyre. Oh man, the street fight leads you to believe that street rat Damian Priest is winning, right? Because it's a street fight. Like, that's his background, blah, blah, blah. I think Drew's going to win.
I think Drew wins for the fact that he went through the windshield.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't go through the windshield and get beat up twice.
Yeah, and he took off the eye patch. I thought it was like kind of cool to have the eye patch until the match.
I want him to bring the sword back.
Yeah.
Like, bring the sword
But
back.
that's like good guy Drew.
Yeah.
That's not heel Drew. I'm excited, he was my wrestler of the year last year, and I'm excited to see what he does this year. So yeah, I'll go Drew. Kind of leaves Damian in a weird spot. Like, where does he go next? But I'm gonna go Drew. Maybe he gets thrown through a windshield, and they give him some time off to cool off, and then we have a triumphant comeback at some point.
Where though?
Because he's been working. Like, when's the last time Damian Priest wasn't on TV?
Facts.
Like, just give him some time off. Let him cool off a little.
Through all of the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that's when, maybe that leads us to the Intercontinental Championship.
Mm-hmm.
But do you see Damian going after that if Finn never has it?
No, but the guy I think is going to win. If he has it, I think Damian maybe has something to say about it.
Dom?
Yeah, it's time.
4-way Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker, who is our champion. Dominic Mysterio. And I love how Liv Morgan always calls him Dominic.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Dominic. Penta and Finn Balor.
It's going to be fun. Dominic is winning. I'm putting my stamp on it.
You know what? I did too. I've been saying Mysterio is going to win this for the reasons of he's going to weasel his way to a win. He's going to cheat Finn Balor out of a win.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Finn's going to do a lot of the work.
Mm-hmm.
Finn, Penta, and he's going to slide in there and get that pin.
What's it called? A coup de grace?
Uh-huh. Coup de grace.
Coup de grace?
Mm-hmm.
It's coup de grace, right?
Coup de grace?
Are you sure?
I don't know.
He said hit the coup de grace on Penta, but then Breaker's going to hit him mid coup de grace spear. I hope we get to see that.
But Breaker has to be... No, this is the thing. Breaker has to be out of the picture. Something has to happen to Breaker.
Injury or something?
He can't take the pin. So I think it's got to be Dom pinning Finn.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I think that's going to happen.
Because Penta doesn't need the belt. Penta's Breaker. I think we get Breaker moving up into that title, into the heavyweight championship picture. And Dom just gets to be that weasel IC title, getting help from Liv.
Well, that makes sense because Breaker and Jey Uso got issues.
Mm-hmm.
So Jey Uso puts the heavyweight title on. Breaker drops the Intercontinental, goes up to try to get the.
I tell you what, there isn't too many guys like, or women either, like Braun Breaker to where he could be like, he's heelish, but also like a baby face.
Mm-hmm.
I think my guy Gunther's on the way. But like Breaker is like, because he'll do some shit to a really over baby face and you're like, oh my God. But then, he does, it's like almost like he doesn't care.
Yeah. He's a wild beast.
Yeah.
The dog will win, or he's gonna lose to Dominic Mysterio though. All right, that leads us to our final match. The undisputed WWE Championship, the real main event of all of WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
I want to see what they do tomorrow on SmackDown. We're recording this on a Thursday.
No, we're not. We're recording this on a Wednesday. Is today Wednesday or Thursday?
Today's Thursday, bro.
Oh, my fault.
So you did that shit too when we were talking about like, hey, are we doing it on this day? And you said you said the 17th, and I was like, oh, I thought, or you said Thursday, and I was like, we should do it on the 16th. Anyways, we're breaking kayfabe about our podcast right now.
DeVry.
DeVry. It's DeVry, and no, I didn't go there, but it's DeVry University for fuck's sakes. You disrespectful. I want to see what they do tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Because I'm still not all the way in on this. Because there has been not much involvement from Rock outside of when Travis Scott busted Cody's eardrum.
Yeah.
We've gotten John saying not why he joined The Rock or took that, more just I hate the fans and I'm going to ruin wrestling. I need to know what that means, and it's hard to really tell that in a match. Like, what the hell does he mean ruin wrestling? So I'm imagining, we get him on Raw the next night with the belt or whatever if he loses or wins. But I'm not all the way bought in. I'm more interested in the outcome right now. Again, we got SmackDown tomorrow night. I'm more interested in the Seth Roman Punk outcome.
Really?
Than this.
Man, I'm all in on John Cena, Cody Rhodes.
Are you? What?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me why.
For the simple fact that Cody put hands on John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena still hasn't touched Cody Rhodes. Like, we still haven't seen Cena get down.
Exactly. He's just been a baby back bitch.
But he's been giving us A1 promo.
Good promos, but saying nothing new. Like, he said the same shit in different ways in all of his promos. Making fun of the kid was funny.
It's fucking great.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. There's just so many unanswered questions for me.
And the reason why I love this match so much is because Cody is standing up. Like, Cody is standing up to a guy that he looked up to.
Mm-hmm.
And Cody's like, bro, like, you used to be great, and don't show up like this bullshit that you're just doing right now. Like, I want to wrestle the John Cena that I know is in there.
Yeah,
like, show up. The thing that I think might be a letdown is that John Cena is just he might be rusty.
The match itself,
I think that the physical match itself is going to be rough
because what we've seen John Cena in is Rumble, where you can take a lot of breaks and there's a lot of people, and Elimination Chamber where it's kind of similar. Not as many people, obviously.
But who better to work with than Cody Rhodes that can?
Oh, Cody
take some time.
Cody's great.
How does Cody's entrance look this time, though?
He's coming up. He's coming up through the ground like he always does. There's more than one.
Wrestling has more than one.
Oh yeah, wrestling has more than one family.
He had his wife though.
Yeah,
the flag was burning.
Smoke show too.
The skull.
Yeah, but. Okay.
I don't feel like Cody is down and out like he was last year.
Exactly. last year you were just like, oh my God, how the hell is he going to win? Bloodline rules. Rock was so heavily involved. He beat the shit out of him in the back. Remember, it was raining. He went on Instagram.
The belt.
That
Mama Rhodes.
That lead up last year, I don't know if they're ever going to top that again. And I don't remember anything prior to that was that great. I think about Tyson, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels. I'd have to go back and relive it though. But as a kid, that felt crazy. But as an adult, as a grown ass man that has a 401k, a bachelor's degree from the University of Phoenix, you bitch. A mortgage and a child. The lead up last year was fucking great.
Yeah.
And I was all in. All in. All in. This, we've gotten John Cena to give promos about how the fans were assholes to him and kind of bullies.
Fuck, if you paint a picture, now I'm like,
see?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not like I don't think it has to live up to the way last year was. But, like, it's not even close to me. Yeah. And, fans wanted to see a heel John Cena. And I'm one of those, like, and it's crazy. It's his last year or whatever. We have he's going to beat Flair's record if he wins this title. So there's that. But, like, I don't know, man. I'm just not bought in.
So what happens on this match? Is it a straight up one-on-one?
Oh, there's no way. No, I think Rock will be there. Rock finds a way to pull all the strings. And I think Cody Rhodes loses. I think Cody loses. And then he gets that title back from Cena. But I think, I think John goes over. I don't know how that happens or how that looks. Because if he loses, like...
For what? Yeah, what was it? For what?
This whole thing, and we lead up, and he lost.
But does Cena have enough in the tank to wrestle for?
He doesn't have to fucking wrestle. He just got to show up and talk.
He doesn't defend the belt?
Oh, of course, at PLEs, but not at Raw, not at...
So we won't see him
or at SmackDown, rather.
They've already announced Randy Orton. Do you think he defends it at SummerSlam? Or do you think that's too...
See, I think I originally thought that.
Oh, no, it was Backlash. My bad.
Backlash.
Maybe it is SummerSlam.
And maybe Cody gets hurt and has to... And Randy is like, hey, John, you hurt my friend. I'm also chasing this record. Blah, blah, blah. That would be interesting.
Because Randy already made it clear with Cody that he's coming for that belt.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
And you get Orton... And then we get these matches of like Orton Cena, Punk Cena. I don't think we get Reigns Cena, but then we get Cody getting his belt back at some point.
You think Roman's off TV for a while?
No, I don't think so. He's done that. I think he's around for a while. But I think you could get Cody off for this next. Cody Rhodes was injured.
Yeah,
and hopefully it's not Travis Scott. Injured Cody Rhodes.
Blew his other eardrum.
Yeah. But I think Rock finds a way for John to get that belt. And then we get this whole, like, we tell this story more. But up to this point, I'm not truly invested in the storyline.
Yeah.
Because it takes more than just John Cena saying mean things to fans.
Well, we'll see what he says tomorrow night on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. But I'm going Cena.
I'm going to go Cena as well. And I think a lot of that has to do with what The Rock has up his sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a straight up 1, 2, 3. I think, well, it is going to be a 1, 2, 3, but I think there's going to be more to it.
Yeah, no doubt.
More to it.
That's one thing I am excited about. How do they get the belt off of Cody?
I think the thing that's going to hurt fans is if it's Jey Uso. Jey Uso shows up with that world heavyweight title on his waist. He hops in that ring.
They're both holding it up at the end.
And they
with Rock in the middle and Fiend. Who's Jay coming out with? Jay always has a rapper with him. Who's he?
It's a Vegas. There's no Vegas rappers that are prominent. He already did Wayne.
He did Wayne. He did Uzi. He did Travis Scott, obviously.
And these are big rappers too. So it's like,
Yeah.
it needs to be somebody of some. Is it Drake?
Drake was at the whatchamacallit in Toronto. But Drake in Vegas?
That can go over.
But what is he going to do?
Or is it 50?
Baby girl. Let me see you do your
Headlines?
dance. Do your...
Headlines?
Man, I don't know. No, that's not going to be... That wouldn't be
No?
it. He'd have to do like the hardest Drake record is like nonstop. But I don't think it's Drake. It's not Drake. We're going to say it's not Drake. But
50? 50 has the new Vegas residency.
Maybe. Many men.
Wish death. For,
Oh, give me the chill. That's real, Dwayne.
blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to yeet what I'm trying to yeet.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeet. Damn, if it is 50, I think 50 makes a lot of sense. 50's down too. You know 50
It does.
is
It
down.
does make a lot of sense from a area standpoint. That song would be dope. But I don't know if that moves the kids. And WWE is very much about the younger generation. Bringing in like Logan Paul, I Show Speed, Kai Cenat.
Who has a big song right now? Or
Let's take a look.
that's fire with the kids right now. Big stepper, underground ducker, looking like a mucker.
And no disrespect to him, but if that's who they bring out. Let's take a look at the chart, shall we?
Is it Sexy Red? Oh, it might be Sexy Red.
Oh, no. Fuck, that's who it is.
I bet you it probably is Sexy Red. You know, her and Shawn Michaels are best friends. Get sexy. But what song
Oh,
though?
man. I don't know.
Bitch, and my booty hole brown. Jeez, please be 50 Cent. Come on, Hunter. Like, come on.
Big X the Plug. Nah. Cardi. Maybe he does maybe Cardi brings him out. Not Cardi B. Carti.
What is Cardi? What is
Playboy
yeah,
Carti.
what does Playboy Cardi have out right now?
Well, he put out that album.
Yeah, but what song? Like,
I mean, I don't know. The kids like that shit.
Yeah.
Call Aiden and ask him.
yeah, fuck.
This one? Oh, we don't want to get taken off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's some on there.
So what would your guess is? I'm leaning towards Sexy Red now.
God, it probably is.
Jey Uso is. I mean, I would say he's a. Isn't he from California?
Yeah. Yay area. Yay area.
No way they get Kendrick to come out.
No.
He can't do. Kendrick can't do like Not Like Us in public no more.
Well, and he can't. He's. I think he's on tour, isn't he?
Oh yeah, what's his?
Yeah,
I think they're in Europe, aren't they?
I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's not Kendrick.
Yeah, I would love to see 50, like you said, Mini Men, going in there against Gunther, setting it up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Jay comes out with a bulletproof vest.
Oh, that says Yeet on it, spray painted.
Yeeted up bulletproof vest.
Does he come out?
They start selling it everywhere.
He has to come out the front, right? Like there's no way he comes out of the crowd. He has to come.
Can you
off the
imagine that walk? It takes him long enough to in a regular arena.
10 minutes. So Allegiant Stadium, add on 10 minutes, 20-minute entrance.
Yeah. Gunther's napping in the.
Facts. Gunther has to come out first.
Nah,
Yeah.
hell no.
Boring ass fucking.
No, because the yeet. Because he'll come out. He'll come out second. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That match could very well start the show too.
Gunther and Jey Uso.
Night one. Mm-hmm.
Does anybody make a? Well, I guess I just answered my own question. Jey Uso makes an appearance, obviously night one, comes back night two. I think that's gonna be the heartbreaker, man. To see Jey Uso lay into Cody Rhodes.
Maybe.
I think that's gonna be the heartbreaker.
Yeah.
We haven't even we mentioned it earlier, but other than Homeboy with Randy, there's no other appearances, no other comebacks, no other surprises.
I'm sure Snoop will be there. Snoop's, and you know what? They'll probably announce tomorrow night. Hosted by.
Oh, they haven't had the host yet.
The Miz.
Again, Miz is a great host.
He is. Miz is solid. Yeah.
I'm not mad at Snoop either.
No.
But it's Vegas though. Like they need to have somebody.
There's no Vegas. Vegas doesn't have an identity.
The Jabberwockies.
Maybe that's who comes out with Jay.
Damn. Wayne Newton. Is Wayne Newton still alive?
I feel like you and I had this discussion one time about a year ago, and I don't think he is.
Damn. Rest in peace, Wayne Newton.
I'll get IT on it.
Wayne Newton was my guy, man. Back in the days, maybe Vegas Vacation.
Oh, of course.
When he went after homegirl, his wife.
Mm-hmm. No, he's still here.
How old is he?
83.
Oh,
Yeah, he's living in Norfolk, Virginia, it says.
oh. Well, he ain't Mr. Las Vegas no more.
I mean, it takes a lot out of you. I go there once every 5 years, and I'm like, ugh.
It just smells like depression and regret.
It smells like piss and STDs and
Cockroaches everywhere. You hear the hissing from the cockroaches.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking by the Bellagio, and they had the fucking trees and you walk by
palm trees. Yeah.
Like, oh man, those are cockroaches.
Yeah, I think I'm just hit an age where I don't like Vegas anymore.
I would like it if I had money. Because then you could just you don't have to walk the strip. Like, you just go to where you want to go. Just want to go to the casino? Boom, just show up at the casino.
Well, I mean, you'd have to walk or drive there.
I mean, that's true.
You got to walk regardless.
Yeah, but
And then if you're super famous, you need security because someone's going to try you. People try you when you're not famous out there.
it's annoying because they
Yeah.
feel like there's no rules. Like, it's
Yeah.
just starting fights for no reason.
Vagina cards all over the sidewalk.
You hit up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, which one is going to be the match of the night for both nights? What do you think?
The match of the weekend, or are we going to go match of the night?
Match of the night and then match of the weekend. And the match of the night might be the match of the weekend, obviously. But night one, which one do you think is going to steal the show?
I think night one has to be the triple threat. I was thinking possibly Tiffany Charlotte, but I think it's the triple threat. I think that'll be the match of night one.
I hope Charlotte's knee holds up.
Oh, it will.
She makes me nervous.
Wow, you're gonna put that out in the universe, huh?
I mean,
Okay. Well, it happens, and
I don't mean it like that, Charlotte. I would agree with you. I think that triple threat is it's just too much there, man. And they all work really good. Night two, what do you think? I'll tell you, I think the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm gonna go with the women's. We got just three fantastic wrestlers.
Yeah,
like top tier, regardless of gender. So I'll go with that. But I think the IC match will be great.
Now, out of the two, which one do you think is going to be the most impressive for the weekend?
I'll go with.
You think the triple threat, the men's?
I mean, they're both triple threats. Yes, I'll go with the men's triple threat.
I think the women's triple threat might outshine just because they're younger and they're faster.
I think it's going to be great. But Seth always delivers.
He does.
I don't think I've ever watched a match where I was like, a Seth Rollins match where I was like, damn, that sucked. Regardless of who he was in there with. And Roman is Roman.
Yep.
And Punk actually looks really good in ring now. He's taking shit seriously.
Oh, I love that you say that.
Still not a huge...
It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years with Punk, right?
Yeah, he's done great. I like him as a human being. I like Phil outside of the Punk character.
Yeah. We
have similar viewpoints on humanity.
Mm-hmm.
But CM Punk, I don't fuck. Oh, hell no. I'm going to take a little break from drinking. I decided that after Mania weekend, we're going to try to hit a 30 or 60 day dry spell. Anywho, there's my goals for the next.
I was watching not Sons of Anarchy, the Mayans, and CM Punk's in it.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
he's in a horror film, and I can't remember the name, and I didn't even realize it was him on the cover. I'm gonna look that up.
Get IT on it.
Huh?
You're gonna get IT on it.
Yeah. CM Punk horror film, and it actually was pretty good. And I didn't know he even, like I said, Girl on the Third Floor.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I hadn't either. It was from 2019 when he was, it was released in 2019. So this is pre him going to AEW.
Yep.
And while he was and he definitely doesn't look like a wrestler in this. You can tell he's lost like that wrestler, like muscle, weight. and he hadn't put it back on, and he just looked like a regular dude.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I saw it.
Oh, was it good?
Yeah, I liked it.
I'll have to check it out. Why don't you put that on 31 Days of Halloween?
I will this year.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you'll watch it. We'll do it together because it has wrestling ties.
Perfect. Something I noted here. I just wrote it down. Mariah May.
Yeah.
Talks
friend
about-
of the show. Shout out to Mariah May. She's a sweetheart. I talked to her. Texted her the other day, just checking in because she's not on TV. And yeah, I feel like there's a chance WWE is in her future.
Do you think that she gets lost in the shuffle, or do you think that there's room for her?
I think she fits in great in that IC title picture. And I'm joking, I didn't talk to her, but she is a friend of the show.
Yeah.
We interviewed her. Look it up.
Go look it up. Yeah, no, I'm excited for her to come onto the biggest show for wrestling.
She's ready.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, and it's like, you got, I'm never not going to call her Sasha Banks over at
Mercedes
AEW.
Monet.
Yeah, over at AEW. You got Toni Storm, but like, she needs to come over to WWE.
Toni Storm bugs me because she could talk. Her promo game is nuts, but I don't really like her wrestling.
You don't like how thick she is?
No, not that. Of course I like that.
Yeah.
The same thing with Mercedes Monet. I watched her last night, and she just doesn't do it for me. I just can't. I can't get into.
See, I've always been down with Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet's wrestling. It was more her promo game that I thought sucked and was not believable. But I always thought she was a good wrestler. She had some fire matches with like Charlotte and Bayley and Becky Lynch.
They say that's the best women's match ever was her and Bayley. That's what
really good
people say. I wouldn't say that. I really liked Becky Lynch, Tiffany Stratton street fight. That was fun.
Yeah, that was good, but I'd have to think on it. What the best women's match was. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't like women. So
I love women, especially my wife.
Yeah, Mariah May
Support women
coming to the league. Hopefully we see her soon. She is in Vegas this weekend, so
yeah,
she put on IG.
Yeah,
I would love to see her make an appearance.
Yeah, is our guy Manny Lemons down there?
Yeah, he's supposed to be there. I actually texted him today. I was like, "Yo, safe travels," because he has. I don't know if there are events tomorrow or if it's tonight. He's there this weekend though.
Nice. Shout out to Manny too.
And supposedly, there's WWE ID matches happening.
Oh, cool!
All Mania weekend.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So again, Stand and Deliver happening Saturday morning, 11 a.m. on Peacock, internationally on Netflix. Oh, by the way, UFC heading over to Netflix. TKO and Netfllix are in bed together.
Wow.
They're the new NWO.
There's been some good Nick Khan interviews, by the way, talking about the business side of things. TKO, if anyone's interested in that, podcast wise, they're all over. Bill Simmons did one, a couple others. They're getting into boxing.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Night 1 of Mania, Saturday night, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Peacock. Night 2, April 20th. That's Easter, 420. A lot to celebrate. So maybe you're stoned and then you go find some eggs and you come home and watch wrestling. Or maybe
find the eggs first. Get stoned. Watch wrestling.
Or just take an edible. Go find yourself some eggs and then
maybe an edible egg.
Ooh, the incredible edible egg. I love eggs.
Real eggs. Man, I got to take a loan out. But yeah, you can probably as much. A dozen eggs now are probably as much as an edible egg.
It's true.
Yeah, and for those people who don't understand just be an adult, understand what an edible is, you fucking losers.
DeVry University. All right, you can follow me at DreRocka, DRERAWKA on Instagram, but more importantly, follow us on Instagram, Figure the Number 4 Podcast. Man, we're growing, and it's all because of y'all, and yeah, I truly appreciate it.
Gang. Figure the Number 4 Podcast everywhere. Don't worry about the Will Wonder Show right now. It'll be back at some point. But follow this wrestling. Get on the wave, baby, before we're too big. Before we're too big, say you saw us early.
Too sweet me when you see me. We out. Peace.